Hey everyone, Clint Butler here from SIA, and thank you very much for joining me. Just a second, turn on my fancy light, improve my good looks. As you can see, this is test number 22. Does a page with a link from a Facebook post with likes and shares outrank a page without it? Let's get into it. All right, so let me fix this stuff while you fix my ADD. What we're looking at is does social media shares or likes or bookmarks, links, do they affect the page rank? And then there's a lot of talk about whether social media actually has an effect or not. And back when this test was done in 2016, it was the big, social media posts don't work. You don't need to do those. Don't do social media. That's just creating spam. Don't build links on with social media. You're making spam. And there was some truth to that. I don't know. A lot of people actually on Facebook actually found me because I was sharing sharing my web pages on Facebook pages quite a lot, like 50 to 60 pages from Facebook would link to each and every one of my posts for quite some time. And I was having really good success with it. Tested that in groups, didn't have so much success, but a lot of the group stuff is where all of this Facebook is not helping. You don't need social media. Social media is not helping your SEO because people were posting in groups and then not getting any results from it. You have to understand what is crawled and what's not on Facebook by Google. So as a general rule, Facebook pages are indexed and Facebook profiles are indexed and crawled by Google. However, Facebook groups are not. They may be crawled. We don't know. We don't have the crawl logs, but they're not indexed. And they're not used as a source of links for ranking, as far as I could tell. And that's just based off of sharing articles in 200-300 groups at a time. Hello, I was one of your spammers back then. And you did absolutely saw nothing in regards to results. That could be changed now because of the crawling versus indexing. And what is passing juice versus what not. We know that de-index links still pass ranking power. But we don't know is if Google is even crawling Facebook groups. And my inclination is to say that they're not. It's just because there's so many. There's so much stuff in there. Why would they bother? Versus a Facebook page is typically the front face of a company. So it makes sense for them to crawl that. They want to talk about what the company is talking about, et cetera, and see, build associations. And it also makes sense that a Facebook profile is the same way, associating with people, et cetera. So the result is that Facebook shares actually do help. They do beat a page without it. So are they very powerful? Probably not. You're not going to rank a whole lot with Facebook shares. But there might be some things that we need to retest in here. One is, do the shares still work? I'm inclined to think that they do. And two, can we actually use the shares to build as tiers? So I share a link, and I wanted to get my fancy drawing tool out. Let's see if I can. Let's see. Easy tools. Let me do it this way. I'm going to start this. Hey, we're professionals here, folks. The dogs are chewing on themselves behind me. It's really annoying. Here we go. And clear that. And I'm going to clear the canvas. And I'll make the canvas the desktop. Okay, so let's say that you make a money page. Here's what we want to test. You guys let me know what you think of this test and this idea. Maybe I'm crazy. I'm off base. Who knows? It's happened before. All right, so you have your money page. And that's a T-big. All right, and you share your money page on your profile. So now that is one link, right? When other people share, it doesn't go like this. You're not sharing and then sharing my post directly. You're actually creating. It'll show the post in there. So if I have some blah 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 and then my link, it'll go and I click on it. It'll go to this inside of Facebook. However, for link purposes, it's actually going to this, right? So my blah 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 is getting linked to, and my article is getting linked to with that snippet preview. And let's say that 2 people do that, so I have created 2 backlinks. In essence, ideally, this would be tier 1 and this would be tier 2. But what it really is these are now both tier 1 links. So this Facebook page or profile is linking to this, and this Facebook page profile linking to this. We want to test is, can I use these, and I should change colors for clarity. Can I use these to link to with other sources and pass juice through Facebook to boost this up? What would that do for us? Well, one, we have Facebook pages and posts that are on a nice high quality domain that are increasing our ranking. And provided that these people are sharing and they actually have a following and traffic, you might actually be getting traffic too from those. I know that when I post occasionally on Facebook, I get some traffic. And if you combine that and find 10 people that want to work with you and you share that post, and you'll get some traffic. And then if you send the backlinks to that, Facebook is getting all these backlinks and that juice is passing through the links. In theory, the juice will pass through these links and go to your money page. Obviously, it'll get reduced a little bit, but you get the idea that this tier 2, these tier 2 links will boost the tier 1 links, making them more valuable, which will increase the page of your rank. So we want to see if that works. If it does, theoretically, you can get 10 friends that have a decent following, that are in the same market, and that don't mind sharing your stuff, and you can share each other's stuff and then build links to all 10 of those shares for all of your things and win. Or you could actually share it to 10 different Facebook pages and build links and win. So that's something that would be really interesting to test in relations to shares. Likes, however, I think a little bit different, and you can see that we didn't actually get any benefit whatsoever from likes. And likes are essentially just someone voting and saying, yes, this page is good or not. Those likes don't increase the value of the page inside of Facebook. They don't increase the value of the page inside of Google. There's no links built to them. They're just saying that they like it. Which is why I don't think it had any effect in regard to the test. It's not building more links, which is what sharing is doing, is actually building more links. So, yeah, it's some great tests, some interesting tests that will be born out of this one. I think they're still relevant today. There's also other sites we can test, i.e. we could try this out some more with the Twitter, Reddit. What else? What else can we try it out with? There's plenty of them. StumbleUpon is still around, I believe. That used to be a good one, etc. So I would check it out. Find some good high quality social sites that your market is already on anyway, and start building some of these and start building some tiers and see what happens. SIA, we're going to test all of these on an individual basis and see what we can do and see if we can get something out of it. So, all right. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you got something out of that. As you can see, get Facebook shares. They do help. And we'll retest it some more and see what we can do with those to make them even all that much better and reduce the risk of your link profiles. Hey, have a good day.